In today's video, we're going to be going over the 3 big problems that I found during my cut that I don't want you guys to have to go through. So I'm going to explain to you guys how to actually overcome these problems, or at least maintain them during your cut, so you guys can get through your cut, see your goals through, and actually look at yourself in the mirror at the end of your cut and be like, you know what, I fucking did this. I did this perfectly, and I have all the results I want. I have the abs, I have the shoulder veins, I have the bicep veins, I have the forearm veins, whatever your goal is. I want to help you achieve it. So one of the problems is being in a calorie deficit. Obviously you're not going to be recovering as well, so how to manage that. The second one is how to manage your energy levels. So you may be crashing, maybe you're structuring your carbs wrong. This is what we're going to get over to. And the third one is when to know when to take a deload, because I actually never took a deload before. Like, I'd have one day where I'd eat slightly above what my deficit was, as in, like, if I was having a 600 or 700 calorie deficit, maybe once every month I'd have like a day where I'm having a 500 calorie deficit, not a 800 calorie deficit. So I never knew when to take a deload, and this week, like currently right now, I'm actually in a deload. So I want to tell you guys how to actually structure your deloads, how to get the most out of them, and how to get the most out of your diet, how to get the best results and all that. So let's start off with the first problem, which was how to manage your recovery. Your recovery is essential for putting on muscle. If you're not recovering properly, you're going to be prone to injuries. You're not going to be putting on the muscle. Like, your muscle's not actually going to be growing. So then you're just going to be dieting, losing muscle, and you're not recovering. Like you're not going to be able to hit the same lifts. You're going to lose strength. You're going to lose muscle, and you're just going to feel like shit, in pain the whole time. So how do you actually get over this? Well, it's actually a pretty simple one. So in order for recovery, you need to make sure that you're leaving enough rest in between. And I understand, like, everyone knows, like, it's simple, it's generic, right? But on the cut, if you're going to be cutting for more than like a month, 2 months, you're probably going to experience, maybe like after 5 or 6 weeks, you're going to be really dead or depleted in 1 or 2 of your muscle groups. That's when you should understand that, okay, I need a break, I need another rest day, or I just need a light session where you like take an exercise off and make the exercises a bit easier, or like you just make something less like fatiguing on your body, so you give yourself time to recover. Like, I'm a big advocate for never missing a gym session. I'm a big advocate for never cutting out anything, but it gets to a point where you really like the benefit of going to the gym and fatiguing yourself again and again and again, over and over and over. It gets to the point where taking a light day would benefit you more than just going again and risking an injury, or actually getting an injury, or, you know, like, you can feel your muscles really fatigued and it's been like 3 days, it's time to train it again. Yeah, so another one is structuring how long in between your training days. So maybe you've just got your structure wrong from the get-go. If you are training within like 2 days, you need 3 days. So you train it on Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's 3 days. Then you can train it again. Okay, so like, I train chest on Monday. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, like, subscribe, comment, and share this to a friend to help me grow my channel. Thank you. Monday, okay, we go to the next day. Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I train it on Thursday. So that's full 3 24-hour revelations that I'm giving my muscles rest. And that's for chest, shoulders, and triceps. Then I do back, and then I train it again. There's another 3 days. Legs, there's another 3 days. And then the only 2 that I don't have full 3 days is shoulders, side delts specifically, biceps, and abs. Those are the only times I don't have a full like recovery, because I find that they recover faster and I want to grow them, so I'm training them more frequently. But other than that, make sure your diet's on point with protein. Like, so a simple one is you want to double your body weight in protein. So I know that may be hard in a deficit. That's where you need to be doing things like eating a can of tuna, just randomly having a can of tuna every day, making sure that that's in your diet, as well as like, maybe you need a supplement. I don't think anyone needs to supplement. It just opens up varieties, as in like protein wise. If you're buying a whey protein powder, this is going to help you just with variety. Like I said, you could just smash a can of tuna, but it gets old and it gets to a point where it's just like, fuck, I wish I had something else to eat. So buy that protein powder if you need, or just tuna, chicken breast, something in your meals that you can just add on top of it. Like if you're having scrambled eggs, I usually shred up a chicken breast, chuck it in there as well. Really implementing stuff like that for recovery. And the next one, what was the next one? The next one was energy levels. So structuring your energy levels around the day. So if you guys are finding that you're really having a dip in your energy levels, or specifically what this point was for about training, if you're feeling like you're going into your gym session feeling like shit, and I know like we're on a cut, you're meant to feel like shit. You're not meant to feel like shit, but you're not meant to feel like at your best. You're literally restricting calories from your body that you know you should be eating. That's essentially what a deficit is. You're starving yourself slowly and controlled. So going into your workouts, what you should aim for is to be able to push yourself through the workout. I understand everyone gets tired towards the workout, but if you're not energized through at least 50% of your workout, either one, you're training way too many reps or like way too many sets, or you're not structuring your carbs properly. So one thing you can do is carb load before your workout. So maybe about an hour, 2 hours before your workout, make sure you have some complex carbs right before your workout. Maybe have some, what are they called? Corn thins. Like they're basically just really easy carbs that digest in your body. So make sure you're having a lot of simple carbs in your diet around when you're working out. Have some complex carbs throughout the day. And I like to structure my energy for my workouts. So like I won't have a lot of carbs if I know I'm not going to be working out within the next few hours. I'll only have carbs when I know I'm going to work out, because I understand I've changed my mindset around carbs. Carbs is energy, carbs aren't the enemy, but you should be structuring them to give you energy when you need the energy. Otherwise, what are you doing? Like you're eating carbs, like you're hitting your carb goals. Maybe you're doing a 30-30-40 split between protein, carbs, and fat. You don't have much wiggle room with carbs. So you need to structure when you're going to eat them. So keep that in mind. Have your rice before your workouts, have your corn thins before your workouts, or have a banana before your workouts, something like that. And finally, when to deload. Now I found that I've been dieting for months on end and I haven't deloaded, and it gets to a point where so if you don't understand the purpose of a deload is essentially when your body adjusts to your deficit. Our bodies are really smart. You have to understand this. We've survived for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and our bodies have done that through starving, through periods of thriving where we're eating a lot of food, we get fat. The thing is, your body adjusts to the environment that you're in. So let's say, for example, you're going to be starving for a long period of time, which is essentially what a diet is, a cut. You're controlling the amount you're starving, so you're burning off your secondary energy source. And your body, fat, which is the second energy source, is very, very like precious to the body. So it only wants to use it if it has to. And when you're starving yourself, which is what a deficit is, you're starving yourself for a long period of time, your body goes into a mode where it's like, okay, I don't think we're getting out of this starvation period. Let's adjust. And it starts to adjust. And that's why most people have a plateau in their diet. So what you need to do is refuel your body with carbs, as in not overeat, not eat above your maintenance, but eat at your maintenance with about 50% carbs for about 3 days. So let's say I was eating 2,500 calories, which is like some people's maintenance. Mine is about 3,000. So let's just use mine, for example, 3,000 calories. I want half of that, so 1,500 calories, to be carbs, complex carbs. We don't really want simple carbs, but we want to refuel our body so our body understands that, we're not in a starving period. Okay, I can chill out now. I've got an energy source. But then what you're going to do is only do that for 3 days. So you refuel all the glycogen. You'll probably get huge pumps in the gym. You'll feel an energy boost. You'll just feel better all the way. And that is basically your body responding to the carbs, being like, okay, we're good. We feel good. We're not in the survival mode, and it's much easier to get through the day. And then you go into the cut again for another cycle. So I would recommend deloading. The signals for deloading, I can't specifically say every 2 weeks, every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. I would say when you notice that, let's say you're eating in a deficit of 600 to 700, right? That's a pretty big deficit. if you are in that deficit for a long period of time, right, and you're consistently losing weight, and you know that your diet's on point, as in like you've been tracking everything, you've been plus or minus 50 calories within your like range, let's say your target's 2,100, you're plus or minus 50 calories, so you're always in that range, right? And you just notice that you're starting to not lose weight, you're starting to not see results, you're starting to feel like de-energized, you're starting to feel like worse than you have typically been feeling in your diet, but nothing's changed. That's typically due to the plateau, and that's due to your body adjusting. So what you need to do is go into a, what's the word? It's like a refuel or like a recomp. I can't remember the word right now. I'm having a brain freeze. But essentially what you're doing is refueling your body with carbs, and you will feel much better after that. Some people do it for a week. I recommend less. Like the more you, like how long does it take to really refuel if you're going to be really serious about it? Like, you know that you're eating 50% carbs. That's a lot of carbs. So if you guys enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment. I really hope this helps you guys achieve your cutting diet goals, achieve your dream physique, achieve whatever your like goal is to achieve in fat loss. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.